can you all see my screen? Don't think so, right? Can you hear me? Wait, can you all see my screen? Don't think so, right? Hello, can anyone see my screen? Can you see the writing one? Can you see the coordinate geometry question? Is it clear? Then can hear my voice, right? Okay. Okay, my phone cannot. Okay. Then I see from here. Any echo? All good? Okay, thank you. Okay, do me a favor, please help me to share this link, share this live video to your friend, whoever are studying math for their exam, O level, or whatever, EOY lah. Help me share out, okay? Thank you for sharing. Okay, how's the night? All preparing for EOY? Who is O-level students this year? Or who is Sec 1, Sec 2, Sec 3? Just type in the chat. Sec 1 Express, Sec 1 Normal Acad, Sec 2 Express, Sec 3 Express, Sec whatever. I'm not showing my face lah, I'm just showing my work and my hand. O-level. Me O-level. Hope you enjoy the questions. Okay, kids, you all know that under my bio, there's this Q&A button, right? Yeah, under the Q&A button, you can actually submit, like tell me, or like, for example, let's say for example, TYS 2018 paper 2 question what? You can just submit inside the Q&A, then if I don't find it duplicate questions to the videos that I have posted, then I will create videos for you all. Alright, JC1. Oh, JC1 is still here, learning math. You miss secondary school math. I teach Sec 1 to Sec 5. In fact, that means up to O-level. Okay, O-level this year. Next Monday is E-Math paper 1. Okay, make sure you all have enough rest. Okay, eat the vitamin C. Okay, drink more water. Okay, make sure you all are well prepared for the O-levels. Okay, let's start. Okay, the first question is the coordinate geometry. Okay, so we are doing 5 questions, and I share in my video that these are the, you watching for fun. Wow, not bad leh. Thanks for means that you actually love math a lot lah. Okay, let's do the first question, which is the coordinate geometry. Okay, so in the diagram, A is the point -24 and C is the point 47. AB is a vertical line. So you see this word vertical. Okay, then they say that the line BC has a gradient 3/2. So they're saying that this line BC has gradient 3/2. So you're supposed to find coordinate B. So this one is vertical. When vertical means that the x coordinate no change. So actually my B, I will actually put it as -2. My x coordinate is -2. So just put comma. Only the y coordinate, I don't know what is it. So what I will do is just put a B there. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, then after that, wait, they say find the coordinate of B. So I'm going to make use of this information where they tell me that the line BC has a gradient 3/2. So I will write it as gradient BC given to me is 3/2. So use the formula. whereby gradient is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So put here. So this one means that is 3 over 2 equals to y1 minus y2. Put 7 minus b. So it's 7 minus b over 4 minus minus 2. Take note, 4 minus minus 2. So before I simplify, let me do this one first. 4 plus 2, so it's 6. So then after that, what you do is just cross multiply. Okay, cross multiply, you will have 2, 7 minus b equals to 3 and 6. Let's continue over here. So just rainbow, 2 times 7, 14. This one times this one minus 2b equals to 18. So my 2b, this one I bring over, this one I bring over, so it becomes minus 4. So my b is equals to negative 2. So b is the y coordinate. You understand? So therefore, you will know that your coordinate b is minus 2, comma minus 2. So just update this one as minus 2 and minus 2. Okay? This year vectors is not tested, so I'm not going through vectors. The Q&A section to submit question is under my bio. You know the bio below, just on the profile page, there is this Q&A button. Just click on the Q&A. Yeah, no vectors this year because of the COVID. Okay, and just now I saw what Laplace thing. I already explained up to O level. That one is engineering. I don't teach engineering. Okay, let's continue. Okay, the first part should be easy. Most students don't know how to do this last part here. Part B, as in asking to find the shortest distance from A to BC. Every time they ask for shortest distance, I know it's linked to area of triangle. Okay, area of triangle. So what we're going to do is, now look at this triangle. How do you find area of this triangle? Okay, first of all, this is E-math, so you cannot use shoelace method, right? So you're supposed to use so-called E-math method to find out what's the area of triangle. So remember, this is a vertical line. So it means this is my base. I call it base 1. Okay, and then dot, 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 dot. This will be my height 1. Okay, so this will be my height 1. So let's find out the area of the triangle. So area of triangle ABC will be half times base 1 times height 1. And my base 1, because it's a vertical line is very straightforward. It means that you see the minus 2 no change, right? Now take a look at the y coordinate. 4 to the x-axis is 4 units. From the 0 to the minus 2 is 2 units. So 4 plus 2. So from here to here, this is 6 units. Okay? Then you take a look at the height. So the height, okay, the height, look at the x, is minus 2. It's minus 2 to 4. So that means you know that this is actually 6 units. Okay? So the area of the triangle will be half times 6 times 6, which gives me 18 units square. Okay? So now I have the area of ABC, triangle ABC. I am going to make use of, now your task is to find the perpendicular height. When they ask for shortest distance, it means it's the perpendicular height. What they want is this, dot, 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 dot. So I shall label this as height 2. Okay, now this one will be your, I call it base 2. Every triangle have 3 sets of base and height. And every base and height, half times base 1 times height 1 equals to half times base 2 times height 2. Because they are the same area. So what I'm going to do is, we need to find height 2, right? But we need to find our base 2 first. So to find base 2 means you need to find the length BC. So let's find length BC first. So length BC, you got to use this formula. Okay, it will be x1 minus x2. So let's take a look. 4 minus minus 2. 4 minus minus 2 square plus y1 minus y2. So it will be 7 minus minus 2. 7 minus minus 2. And square it. So when you press the calculator, your length BC will get 10.8166. Don't round it up here because this is not the final answer yet. Okay, so then after that, let's go to form the equation. See here, half times base 2, which is this length. So half times 10.8166 multiplied by the height 2, which you are supposed to find over here. Multiplied by height 2 will equals to the same area, which is 18. Okay, so height 2 will be equals to 18 divided by this. This one, of course, you press the calculator, which is divided by 5.4083. Okay, I need to move up. Okay. Okay, then after that, height 2 will be equals to 3.328. Horizontal gradient, horizontal line gradient is 0. Where do I get the negative 1? What do you mean by negative 1? Where is my negative 1? I'm teaching 5 questions e-math. For those who are not interested in the 5 questions, please don't disturb inside the live chat. Okay? Okay, so height 2 equals to 3.328. So round it off, it will be 3.33 units. Okay, so this is the answer for part B. Okay, I repeat one more time. I'm doing e-math 5 questions today. Okay. Okay, now next one, part C. Okay, so they say that the equation of the line L is blah blah blah. So you are supposed to show how you can tell that the line does not intersect the line AC. Okay, when they say that the line does not intersect, the only reason that they don't intersect is parallel line. Okay, because parallel line will never meet. Okay, it's like they are enemy, they will never meet. So it means that the gradient is the same for parallel line. So what you need to prove is that the line AC has the same gradient as this line, then it means that they are parallel and they will not meet. So let's first of all, from this equation L, how am I going to find out the gradient? Your task is to find the gradient. Make y the subject. So it will be 4/3 y equals to 2/3 x plus 9. After that, because I want 1 y, so I'm going to do divide by 4/3. So my y will be equals to half x plus 27/4. So what I did was I take 2/3 divide by 4/3, I get half. 9, I divide by 4/3, I get 27/4. You see, in this form, whereby y equals to mx plus c, you will know that the gradient is half. Okay, next is I want to find out what's the gradient of my AC. So gradient of AC, because the point A and C is in front, let's write out. See, point A is minus 2, 4. So you can write out A equals to minus 2, 4. And then my C is 4, 7. So the gradient AC will be 7 minus 4 over 4 minus minus 2. So you have 3/6 equals to half. So you see, they have the same gradient, right? So how are you going to say, so you already proved that the gradient is the same, right? So you will mention that line L and line AC has same gradient. Okay, I'm going to write very fast. So they are parallel. And parallel line never meets. Parallel lines never meet, so they do not intersect. Yes, this is e-math, do not intersect. Okay, this is e-math, e-math. Okay, next, part D. Okay, part D is a tough one. Part D is a tough one. So they say another triangle PQR is formed by reflecting triangle ABC about the y-axis. So they ask you to calculate the overlapping area between the two triangles. So first, let's find out what is the reflection. We are trying to prove that the lines are parallel, you see. So I only need to know that their gradient is the same, that's all. No. The M is already good enough that as long as they are parallel, we don't bother about the C, you see. Once they are the same gradient, means they are parallel line, understand? So I don't need to use any C. Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. So just now we want to make the reflection, right? I'm going to use another diagram to show you. Here. So I'm trying to find the reflection on the y-axis. So how are we going to find the reflection? We go point by point. Let's go point A. When you reflect at the y-axis, okay, the y will not change. Okay, so that means it will be the other side. Okay, this point I call it A prime because it's a reflection on the y-axis. So the 4 coordinate y will not change. Only the x will change. Now look at this. From here to here, minus 2 to the y-axis is 2 units. So it means from here to here also another 2 units. It's like mirror. So we know that this one will be 2. Okay, 2, 4. So actually it should be here. Okay. Next is point C. Okay, then we go B first. B. Same thing. That means the y will not change. Just now this one is minus 2 and minus 2. So the y will not change, so it will go to here. So now this is called B prime. And this one will be minus 2 for the y. And this one will be 2 also. Okay. So then with this, good. So now I'm left with a C. So can someone tell me point C after reflect over, what is it? So actually you see I can so-called, you can always measure, I see, from here to here horizontally. So you see I have 2.4. So when I go here, I also go 2.4. And then horizontally, I will know that the dot is here. Hui. So this point, this will be called C prime. So C prime, what's the coordinate? Yes, 7, no change, and negative 4. Well done. So it's minus 4, 7. So then after you can join them. So we know that A prime and the B prime is joined together. So I'm going to just join. And then after that, we have C joined to B. So it will be here. Right? And lastly, A to C. Yep, here. Okay, this one is not drawn to scale. Okay, so your task is what? Your task is to find out what is the overlapping area. So overlapping area is this part. So how are you going to find this area here? Okay. So actually you see, do you agree that this is actually 2 triangles? Where did the 2, 4 come from? The 2, 4 is reflection of this point minus 2, 4. Minus 2, 4, y-axis, you reflect. Because the y-axis is your mirror, you see. Minus 2 to the origin here, the y-axis is 2 units. So when you reflect over, it's also 2 units. So 0 plus 2, so the x-coordinate is 2. The y will not change because it's reflection, like no change, it's like a horizontal line. So the y has no change. Okay? Then after that, you see this part. Do you agree that this is actually one triangle? And this is also a duplicate triangle. Agree? So, I can actually find the base. So, you need this one. And then you can show this is the height. Actually, the height we know because it's 2, right? So, the height is very straightforward. It's just 2 units. This part is also 2 units. The question is, what is the base of this red color triangle? Okay? So, it means that I need to have these coordinate. I need to have these coordinate, okay, in order to find out what is the length of this one, which is the base of the red color triangle. So how do I do? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have to find equation of the line. Okay, over here. So let's find equation of this line over here. This line, because only when I have equation of this line and I sub x equals to 0, I will know. In fact, no need to sub x equals to 0. The y-intercept already tells me what is this information. You understand? Okay, so what will we do? So let's find out equation of the line. So equation of the line is y equals to mx plus c. So the first thing you need to find is gradient. Yes, thanks for the thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's find gradient of AC. Did I have my gradient AC just now? Yes, actually we have it. See, gradient AC I have half, right? So that means equation of the line straight away I know is y equals to half x plus c. So now to find the c, I need to sub any point which is on the line. Either you sub minus 2, 4 or you sub 4, 7. I choose to sub 4, 7 because if not, you will have, usually sub negative got high chance of careless lah, right? So I sub positive number. So I will put sub 4, 7. So it will be 7 equals to half 4 plus c. 7 equals to 2 plus c. So c equals to 5. So I know this coordinate over here, this one is 5. Because this is the y-intercept. Okay, next, I need to know what is this. Right? So I need to find equation of the line BC. So let's find the gradient of BC. So gradient of BC, do we have gradient of BC? Yes, it was given to us, right? Remember? Gradient of BC is 3 over 2. So I will know that, so no need to find already. I can know y equals to 3 over 2x plus c. Next, sub in a point which is on the line. Sub this line got what? 4, 7 or minus 2, minus 2. So of course, which one should I choose to sub? Should I sub 4, 7 or should I sub minus 2, minus 2? Good. If you got A for because watching of my video, please thank me and show me, and then so that I know that what I'm doing is actually helping the kids. If different number, how the gradient the same? Okay, so after that, let me just sub in a point which is on the line BC. So I shall sub in 4, 7 as well because point C is on the line BC. So let's sub in 4, 7. So 7 equals to 3 over 2, 4 plus C. 7 equals to 6 plus C. C equals to 1. So that means this point over here is 1. And with that, okay, 5 minus 1. So we know that the base is actually 4 units. Okay, so now we can find the overlapping area already. Turn over. Okay, and no, I must continue here. So it means that it will be half. Okay, I put the diagram here. Wait. Okay, I'm trying to find the area of the overlapping. So it's this red color one. So just now we have worked out the base is 4. So half times 4 times 2. And remember I said that this is 2 duplicate 1. So I do a times 2. Okay, so in the end, in the answer should be, yes, because there's 2 triangles, 8 units square. So it's 8 units square. Done. Okay? So just to show, so this is how you find this one. So in this question, I have shown how to find equation of a straight line. Every time they want to find equation of a straight line, this is the first format that you write in. Next is always find the gradient. Right? Gradient, you know that the formula, I have been showing videos of gradient. Gradient is y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Any 2 points on the line, you can find the gradient. Once you have the gradient, you will write this format. That means you fill up the m to become the gradient. Next, you have only one unknown, which is the c. You sub any point which is on the line. So in this question, I'm trying to find line AC. I can sub in A, I can sub in C, either one. I choose to sub 4, 7 because it doesn't involve negative number. Okay? So after that, I got it. Understand? So this is the part for part D. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. Number pattern. What is PFP? Perpendicular height is 2, triangle times 2. I got an assistant teacher. I got an assistant teacher to help me answer questions. Okay? Noah, you want to ask question, you can go to my bio and submit under the Q&A. Today we will just focus 5 questions. If not, 1 hour also not enough. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, question 2. So this one number pattern got figure. So let's take a look. So they asked to find the value of P and Q. Okay? So let's see the pattern. You can see that this is plus 3 plus 4. So the pattern is plus 3 plus 4. Okay? So after that, we will know there will be a 4, there will be a 5. So this one will be plus 5, then plus 6, and lastly this one is plus 7. So we will know that this one will be 14, this one will be 20, and eventually this one 20 plus 7. So our P is just equals to 27. Very straightforward. So actually this S, this column, here is related to this V by multiplying by 2. 2 times 2 give me 4, 5 times 2 give me 10, 9 times 2 give me 18. So what I do is I can write here S is actually equals to 2 times V. Okay, so over here we will know Q will be P times 2, correct? So 27 times 2, so I know my Q is just 54. This one very straightforward. Hey, please focus on the questions here. Ask only question related to what I'm doing here. Don't flood the chat box with irrelevant stuff. Okay, if not I cannot see the questions that they're asking for the questions. Okay, so now take a look at this one. Next part B. They tell us that the relationship between S and N is this. So they give us a formula. Okay, they give us a formula. Then next they ask you, find the value of N when the total number of sites is 270. So this one very straightforward. Actually it's just 270 equals to N squared plus 3N. And you know, see, this is an equation and this is a quadratic equation. So what you will do is N squared plus 3N minus 270 equals to 0. Then you're supposed to factorize it. So it will become N minus 15, N plus 18 equals to 0. I have N equals to 15 or N equals to negative 18. The figure number cannot be negative, so you will reject the negative. And answer is N equals to 15. Okay, I don't like to use red. Use until I must use blue color. Okay, so next page. So you see, over this question they ask, find an expression in terms of N for V. Okay, so because we have our, remember just now I write at the side here that I have my S is equals to 2V. So I'm going to write out S is equals to 2V and my V is S over 2. Because previously they gave us the S formula already, so I can just use S N squared plus 3N over 2. And that's all. That's why it's only 1 mark. Okay? Sure, need to state reason for reject or not? Actually, it's no need. This one understandable, N is negative. N cannot be negative. Okay? If you want to kiasu a bit, you also can put. Like for example, N, you can say N cannot be negative. Right? Okay? So this one V in terms of N. Next, this one. This one, students don't know what to do. They say, okay, explain why the difference between the total number of sides and the number of vertical sides for any figure cannot be 100. The difference between them means they're trying to say the difference is S minus V. So you're supposed to prove that why is it that it cannot be 100. So what I'm going to do is, my S formula was N squared plus 3N. My V, it was half of this one. So half of this N squared plus 3N. It's like 1 whole minus half. So you know you're left with half N squared plus 3N. Agree? Because this is something I like terms now. 1 whole minus half. So it's half N squared plus 3N. Then, you go and find out, is it possible that my difference can be 100 or not? So, yes, equate that to 100. Well done. So, I'm going to do half N squared plus 3N equals to 100. Times 2 on both sides. N squared plus 3N equals to 200. N squared plus 3N minus 200 equals to 0. Press the calculator. You will have your 2M. One N will be 12.7. The other one is minus 15.7. Yes, use the quadratic formula. Okay? For me, I press calculator lah. I mean, quadratic formula, just to state. So your N, take note this is solving N don't write X wow, my student always happily, always put X formula is solving unknown. Not necessary to be always Yes, this one use quadratic formula because cannot factorize. So n will be equals to minus b. Formula is minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Take note, E math, this formula is not given. Only A math they give this formula. So for those who only take E math, you no matter what you have to memorize this formula lah. Not won't get mark lah, they will minus U mark lah, because U is press calculator, right? But you cannot be so obvious to say that you press calculator to get the answer. Okay, so you see I get this 2n, right? So of course this negative no need to say lah. Then this n is 12.7. So I ask you, is it possible to have figure 12.7? Not possible, right? So then after that, you will state here, since, see my answer here, since n is not an integer, okay, therefore the difference between s and v cannot be 100. So you will have to write this statement to explain why. We always show working to justify our explanation. Understand? Yeah. So we are done with question 2. Okay. Let's move on. Ta-da! Properties of circle. Okay. Let me share the video. Thank you very much. Okay. Cannot see. Weird. Okay. Anybody still there? Is this still alive? Is this still alive? Thanks for sharing. Okay. Yeah, you are late. 8:30, you're late for 30 minutes. Anyway, tomorrow and Thursday still have. Let's move on to our properties of circle. Okay, see properties of circle. The first thing that you all do, what should you all do for properties of circle? Okay, always identify the, this one like a bit too small, I'm scared cannot see. Use another one here. Hi! This one bigger, can see. Yes, correct. The first thing is always read the questions. Make sure that you put in all the information into the diagram first. So they mention QP and O is a center. Okay, QP and QR is a tangent. Okay, so AC blah blah blah. So you are supposed to find angle CED. Why are very cute? I never show my face also cute. Oh, jialat. Show face means so more cute lah. Okay. So now let's take a look. First, every time properties of circle, please draw the center to all the points so that you all can identify the radius. This one we got P6 question. This is a secondary school question. Properties of circle is taught in Sec 3 Express. No, Noel is not. Vertically opposite is only one side. Not Sec 4 question. O level is test Sec 1 to Sec 4 stuff. Properties of circle is taught during Sec 3 Express. Okay, first thing, this is my center. Always join line to the point first because I need to identify radius. So draw the line. Okay, so after that, mark out all the radius, right? So OB is radius, OA is radius, OE is radius, OD is also radius, OC is also radius. Always mark out this one first because you will know that you have isosceles triangle. That's a very important thing. Because with isosceles triangle, you can find a lot of angle already. You can find a lot of angle already, okay? Next, we want to find CED. So let's see, CED is over here. Your task is to find this angle over here. So how am I going to find this angle? First, we do this one first. We find this angle. So we will state, okay, next, take note of how I write my reasoning. A lot of students know how to find the answer, but they don't know how to write the reasoning. Okay? Yes. E-Math O-Level Paper 1 is on Monday. So learn as much as you can. If let's say this question you don't know. Okay, angle CED. So I'm going to say COD. So first you will write angle COD is equals to angle BOA. This is because, you see, when you write this statement, there must be a reason, right? So that's why the reason must be beside this statement. Vertically opposite angles. So this will be equals to 50 degree. Then in the diagram, remember to update 50 degree. Next, CED. Look at this diagram. You can always turn your paper. So you see, they want CED, right? Do you notice this is COD and CED? They have a common base CD. One touch the center of the circle, point E touch the circumference of the circle. So they are using the angle at the center is double the angle at the circumference. Understand? So you will come here, you will say angle CED is equals to angle COD divided by 2, 50 divided by 2, which is 25 degree. And that's the answer. And of course, when you write this statement over here, there's a reason. You will have to say angle at center equals to 2 angle at circumference. Understand? Then CED answer put here, of course, 25 degree. Okay? So again, update your figure. Always update your figure after you find the answer, because the next part will definitely use those that you have found. A lot of students don't update, and then when they don't update, they cannot do the questions behind. So 25, I'm going to update here as 25 degree. Now let's move on to the next question. So you're supposed to find angle PBQE. So where is angle PQE? Let's see. Turn over. BQE. BQE. Your task is to find this angle over here. Okay, now you have a very important property that you need to know. Okay. Can send this question and answer full picture to you, to me. How to send you? Okay. See, a very important property that they always use, the radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Well done. So mark out 90 degree. Radius perpendicular to the tangent, mark out 90 degree. Okay. And this angle over here, because this triangle and this triangle is congruent. See, radius and radius, common side, and they have an angle same. So this is SSA, right? Two side and one angle same. So is congruent. So if it's congruent means if this is 50, means this is also 50. So of course, this is what I write, right? But of course, I have to write out the reasoning. Understand? So how am I going to write out the reasoning? See here. So I will say angle OBQ is equals to 90 degree. Then you will have to at the side put is radius perpendicular to tangent. Okay. If the question particular mention that give reason for each answer, and if you don't give the reason, that means they will deduct your mark. Don't bother about the bell curve lah. You see, better the bell curve, whatever the bell curve is, you still need to go for the exam, right? Just do your best, revise accordingly. No need to give yourself additional stress for what? Okay, you cannot control things that you cannot control, right? Control things that you can control, which is to revise. Okay, continue. Angle OEQ is equals to 90. Radius perpendicular to tangent. Okay, next I have to explain why is it that it's congruent, right? So I have to say angle QOE equals to angle QOB. So it's 50 degree. Then I have to state that because the two triangle is congruent to triangle OE, okay lah, OEQ. Right, correction tape. Not right, so height. Triangle OEQ. And then I write SSA lah. It's congruent. Then next, see I have my 90, 90, 50, 50. They want this one. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Four-sided means it's a quadrilateral. So what you need to say is angle BQE is equals to 360. Quadrilaterals, forced angles add up together to be 360. Yeah? Minus 90, minus 90, minus 50, and minus 50. So you will get 80 degrees. Done. This is 80. Can? Sure, the reason can write short form. Which one? The perpendicular? Not too short lah. Like radius you cannot write short form lah. Tangent you cannot write short form lah. This perpendicular can lah. Understandable ma? Right? Even my in front here vertically I also write short form, right? Angle I also write this one. I never spell out one lah. Okay? Well, the center and circumference of course we need to spell out lah. E-Math guidebook. So popular buy lah. Okay? So 80 degree. So now determine. Thank you, Froggy. Okay, so now next, you're supposed to determine if BD is parallel to AE. So how do you prove that they are parallel? So now let's go back to the diagram and take a look. Wait, just now I say must update my diagram, right? So just now was 80 degree. So I have to update 80 degree. And we know this is congruent. So I can happily say that this is 40, this is 40 degree as well. Next is they ask you to prove whether these two lines is parallel or not. I highlight the two lines. This is the two lines that they ask you to prove whether they are parallel. So let's think back on the properties of parallel line. Okay, to prove that they are parallel, do you agree that I have to find out interior angle? Okay, if I can prove that their interior angle add up together to be 180 degree, I mean as in this angle plus this angle. If I can prove that these two angles add up is 180 degree, it means that they are parallel because they fulfill the interior angle property. Okay, so let's find out one by one. So let's find out this angle over here first. In order to find this angle, radius perpendicular to tangent. Wow, you really shortcut for radius and tangent. Okay lah, I mean actually, at least you are better than those people who never write reason, right? No, Z meh? Got Z meh? No, if you do Z, let's see. You see, if you do Z, I have to prove this and this. Z, Z, Z. Let's see. This line, then this line. So, actually, you're not wrong also. Let me see my diagram. Da-da-da-da. Yeah. So, he is right. Okay, you can either use interior angle or can use Z. So either you choose to test this one. These two add up to be 180, or see where's my another? I use pencil. What he's trying to say is this Z. So either you prove this and this is the same or not. If these two is not the same, that means it's not parallel. If this red color add up together is not 180, it's also not parallel. Okay? This one is not this one is not the TYS question. This one I took from the Tanjong Katong. This one I took from Tanjong Katong. Similar lah. All the questions are always similar one. Okay, so I'm going to use the interior lah. Determine if blah blah blah. So let's find out. So first I will say angle EOD equals to 180 minus 50 minus 50. Remember just now the first thing we need to do is what? Yes, the Z method is called alternate angles. This one, we are trying to find this angle over here. See? Just remember. So you see, this is a straight line. Straight line easy, 180 minus this 2, I get this one already. So I know this one is 80 degree. So over here, I will say that this is angles on a straight line. So it's equals to 80 degree. Now, I want to find out this angle. Actually, we can just use, okay, let's do the alternate. Alternate is easy also. Now, look at this. Remember, just now we draw the marking for radius. So this is also an isosceles triangle, right? So I can find this angle over here. So find angle OEA. So find angle OEA. How do you find? You will take 180 minus 50 divided by 2. So 180 minus 50 divided by 2, which will give me 65 degrees. And you can see that these two angles is not equal, right? So you can say this is not equals to 80 degrees. Okay, since you will say that since angle EOD not equals to angle OEA, you can say that BD is not parallel to AE. And of course, kiasu a bit, right? We have to state that it's because it does not fulfill the alternate angle. Done. Right? Agree? Okay, so remember, every time you write the statement, you must give a reason why is it this. And that's why the reasoning is at the side. Okay, students always don't know where to write. Most of them write it at the answer here. But it's meaningless to write the reasoning under the 80 degree. 80 degree means 80 degree. I put a reason there for what? The reason is must be fulfilled with the statement. You understand? Okay? Noah, thank you. Okay? This is properties of circle questions. Okay, no time to go through whatever the rules of properties of circle. Go to my YouTube channel again, go to my bio. There's a list of some links there. There is a link whereby I have a link to e-math, some lessons that I did for free on my YouTube. I remember I have further trigo inside. I think I got properties of circle, can't remember. Then I got map scale inside, I got direct inverse proportion inside, I got finance, that means those kind of like simple compound interest and the taxation. Okay, so I have some free lessons inside my YouTube channel. I also have A-math free lessons on the YouTube channel. A-math I have, I think, maybe polynomial or whatsoever. Okay, go to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing 5 questions for E-math only. Okay, we are done with this question. Let's move on. Okay, I still have 2 questions to do. Right? 2. Yes, 2 questions to do. Okay, let's move on. This question over here. Okay, I'm going to use another diagram. This one too small, I think it's difficult. Okay, now let's take a look. Okay, I'm going to use this as a diagram. The question we can see from there. Wait, this diagram too small. Can see my diagram? This is someone request for some 3D trigo lah. So here I am. Okay. This is a this one is a TYS question. This is a TYS 2016 paper 2 question. Okay. Well, help me to sell. Yes, I give tuition. Sure, exam can ask for bigger diagram. I think maybe you prepare a magnifying glass inside your pencil case. Yes, this is a 2016 TYS question. Yes, first question use cosine rule. Well done. Okay, whenever you have 3 sides and then no angle, of course we will use cosine rule. Okay, let's move on. So the first one is ask angle BAC. So I will mark out and put this as theta. Okay, so see cosine rule this is the angle that you're supposed to find. Opposite 6. Right? The angle you need to find, opposite is 6. So put the 6 on the left hand side. So it's 6 square is equals to 3 square plus 7 square minus 237 cosine theta. So write out the number first. Alright, 36 equals to 58 minus 42 cosine theta. Okay, take note kids. Be careful The common mistake is what, Common mistake is students go and key 58 minus 42. But you cannot do that, You cannot do that, Because the 42 belongs to the cosine theta. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to bring this to the left hand side. So minus 42 cosine theta becomes 42 cosine theta. 58 remain. 36 bring over become minus 36. So 42 cosine theta is equals to 22. Cosine theta equals to 22 over 42. Theta equals to cosine inverse 22 over 42. Theta equals to 58.41 degree. So round it off, I get 58.4 degree. And 1 dp. This is, they ask you to prove ma, shown. Okay, I love showing question. Every time I can prove, wow, shown. Okay, but kids take note, sometimes if touch wood, you really cannot do the showing part for the first part. Don't just stop at the question, just move on. No, this is not a right angle triangle. Whenever it is not a right angle triangle, you use sine rule, cosine rule. When it's a right angle triangle, you use sine rule, you use Picasso and Pythagoras theorem. Understand? Okay. So now let's move on. Can save this live in your profile. I want to rewatch. I got one big question is the live is for live is 1 hour. I can only post up to 10 minutes inside the TikTok. Last time when I started, can only let me put 60 seconds. Then after I upgrade to can put 3 minutes. Then after recently now I can put 10 minutes. But the bad news is the 10 minutes one I cannot upload from my handphone. I must upload from my PC. Then when I upload from my PC, I cannot decorate my video. So if you notice, wow, so clever! I post the live on YouTube Okay, I will post today, tomorrow. I will post the video for today to the YouTube. Okay, Sam, can you do me a favor? So tomorrow, help me to post the live video to the YouTube channel. Okay, let's proceed. Next, again, remember I said must update the figure. Oh, so just now I forgot to do a very important thing. You see, you must read everything and make sure that it's all in the diagram. So I already see 4 numbers, so that means it's already in the diagram. Okay, so then update, this one is 58. And take note, even I always write out the long number. I don't write 58.4 here. You see our 58.41, right? So I will write here longer number. Because during calculation, you always use the long one. So Sam is my PA. Sam, are you there? Sam? Okay, so never mind. Let's move on. Okay, so let's see. Calculate the surface area of the prism. Okay. See, prism. So there's a shortcut formula for prism. Okay, but before we do that, I need to find my base area. Take note, this is a prism. So how do you know that this is a prism? Yes, Sam. Okay, Sam here asked. So she will post a video on the YouTube. So see, how do you define a prism? When you have a uniform cross-sectional area, that means you like a top and bottom, top and bottom. Okay, you imagine that this is like a cake. You cut. There's a uniform cross-sectional area. Okay, so in this case, my uniform cross-sectional area is this triangle. So let's find the cross-sectional area first. So I will find area of the triangle ABC. And because this is a non-right angle triangle, I will have to use half AB sine C. So it will be half 37 sine 58.41 degree. Do you see that this 3 and 7 is the one that is like, one of my students was sharing with me that it's like a bear hug. You know, the bear hug the angle. So this is called the included angle. So it's 3 times 7 and then angle 58.41. So this is the formula, and then after press the calculator, you will get 8.944 cm squared. So I shall label this as called base area. Cross-sectional area and base area is the same thing. Understand? Okay, let's move on. Total surface area. Okay, take note kids. Total surface area for Prism formula is perimeter of base multiplied by the height plus 2 base area. So this formula over here is to find all the lateral faces. Okay, you see yes, bear hug. Okay, see if I'm going to use the manual method, you will take 6 times 10. You will take 3 times 10. You will take 7 times 10. Agree? This one's still easy. Why? Because there's only 3 lateral faces. Okay, but if I give you this kind of question, if I give you something like that, da 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 da, then after the other side also the same thing, da 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 da, then da 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 da. Okay, then imagine I ask you to find, okay my one anyhow draw Imagine I ask you to find the total surface area of this one. You will faint, right? You go and take this one times the length, this one times this one. How many rectangles do you have? Okay, I can tell you, sure you will miss out one of the face. So the best way and the most safe way is find the parameter. You find the parameter, all this one plus this one plus this one plus all together already, multiply by the height of the prism, and that will give you all the lateral faces. Understand? So over here, I will use parameter of this one. So that means it's 3 plus 6 plus 7, multiply by the height of the prism, which is 10, plus 2 base area. See, base area just now we already calculate, so it's just 2 times 8.944. And in total, I will get 177.888. Round off will be 178 cm square. So it's 3 SF. Done. Oh, nobody tell me that cannot see. Wait, okay. Put like that. So what I did was, I find the parameter of the base, 3 plus 6 plus 7. Because you see, let me explain this formula. If I'm going to rainbow, do you agree that I do 10 times 3, 6 times 10, and 7 times 10, and then plus them together? It's the same thing as finding them manually and plus them together. This is like a safer and shortcut way. Understand? So we are done with the total surface area of the prism. Okay, kids, help me to share the video. Okay, and remember to follow. I still got live tomorrow and Thursday. Okay, let's move on to the next part. Oh, we still have this part. Part C. You're supposed to calculate the vertical distance of C. Okay, I'm going to put here so that I can see. Here. Calculate the vertical distance of C from above the AB. So over here, they are trying to ask you to find this. Okay. They ask you to find this height. So how am I going to find this height? Again, the very popular concept, the area of the triangle will not change. Okay. So remember just now in front we have find the area of the triangle. Okay, just to put it here, previously we know that the area of triangle ABC is equals to 8.944. So I'm going to use this to find out the height. Because now the base is the 7, the height is the one they asked me to find. So I will just say, oh, so half times 7 times the height equals to the same area, which is 8.944. Is everyone there? Just to make sure that you are listening and not falling asleep. Can give me more light. Help me to share to make sure that you are sleeping. If not, I don't want to talk. I drink water. Wow, Singapore Police Force also come and attend maths class. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Okay. Can, let's continue. Okay, so I write half times the base times the height equals to the same area, because area of triangle will not change. So with this, of course, half times 7 is 3.5. So all you need to do is height is equals to 8.944 divided by 3.5. And I will get 2.555. So round it off to 3SF, it will be 2.56 cm. Done. 3SF. So we are done with part C. Okay? Okay, I'm now going to reach one question, which is, the next question is the tough one. How many marks is this? 4 marks question. This part is a killer question. Killer question. Calculate the angle of elevation of E from A. So a lot of students don't know how to visualize. So I'm going to show you the diagram. Hi. Wait. Ta-dang. See here? See, this is a TYS paper 2. Ta-dang. Okay, let's see. So they ask for elevation of E from A. So first thing is, I draw the dotted line from A to E first. Okay, from A to E. You want angle of elevation. Angle of elevation means that you look up. It's like, for example, this is A, this is E, and then this is, I will label this as X. So angle of elevation means you're like standing here, you're looking upwards. So this is the angle of elevation. Okay, so you see I draw out the triangle. So first I draw A and E, and then after that I draw a horizontal, vertical line down. This EX is the same as just now what we found here. It's the same, because this side and this side is duplicate, So over here, I'll put in 2.555. Remember just now we find 2.555? Round off is 2.56. But you see, in my diagram, I always write the long version. You don't write the round off one, because during calculation, you cannot use the rounded off version. So after that, over here, so 2.555 over here. See, I have my EX. I put here 2.555. I want to find this angle. Okay, I shall label this as alpha. But I don't have enough information to form Tuakaso. So I need to find one of the length. Okay, so how do I find? So first, I can find my AX. But to find AX, I need this here. So this one, to save my time, I actually write out the steps here already. See here, okay, let me show you. Step by step. Let's take a look at this diagram first. Here, I always draw out the right angle triangle so that we can visualize better. Look at this first red color that I circle. It's actually this mini right angle triangle over here. See, I always draw it. I always draw it here so that we can see clearly what we have. And always put in the alphabet. This one no alphabet, you put yourself. I put F lor. This one no alphabet, I put X lor. Understand? Now 2.555 I have. Then this 3 is because EF is the same as CA, which is 3. So you look over here, you can see that I can use Pythagoras theorem to find Fx. So of course I'm not going to explain much about Pythagoras theorem, so I get this one. So after I have Fx, what do I do? Because with Fx, now let's take a look at now the second triangle here. So this right angle triangle, where is it? It's this one, the bottom one. AFX, you see? AFX. I always draw it out so that it's easier. Because 3D is not exact, you cannot see the right angle triangle, understand? Hello, Xuan. Okay? You cannot see the right angle triangle, so I always write it out. Okay? Then after that, put in the information you have. You see, Fx was just not what we found. Put it here. Right? 10 is this, and this is the same. So that means this is 10. This and this is the same. So this is 10. Okay? Then after that, you can see that, oh, I can use Pythagoras theorem again, and then find my AX. So Pythagoras theorem, find my AX. So now you see, this triangle is the same as this triangle that I just draw over here. Remember just now we wanted to find angle of elevation. I don't have enough information. I need to find my AX, right? This is 2016 paper 2. Okay? I cannot find my AX. Not enough information. And over here, I already found my AX. So you see I put in the diagram, I got 2.555, I got 10.1228. Then this is the angle that I'm supposed to find. So this is opposite. Opposite. This is adjacent. So we use 12. Understand? So it's tangent alpha equals to 2.555 over 10.1228. Key calculator for tangent inverse, blah blah blah. You get this angle round to 1 pp. And you get your angle of elevation. So we are done with this question. So in this question, for the last part, angle of elevation, you need a lot of Pythagoras theorem and Tuakaso theorem inside. And it means that you have to draw a lot of right angle triangle. Okay? So for me, is I always draw out the right angle triangle so that we can see better. Understand? You can always plot it out. Put in the alphabet and information that you have, then you know what you're trying to find. Okay? So we are done with this question. Let's move on. The last question for the night. Okay? This is a pyramid question. Do you do trigo for A math? Yes, I do have. Can you go and check my YouTube channel? I think I got trigo questions. I think I got share some trigo questions on my YouTube channel. Go and join my YouTube channel. Go to my bio. click on free e-math lesson or free A-math lesson, and also can go and join my Telegram channel if you want to hear me talk about some story, some live things. Sometimes I post some worksheet on my Telegram channel. You also can go and join. Okay, so now let's take a look. This pyramid question is a TYS 2018 paper 2 lah. Okay. Okay. Kids, when you want to do the pyramid, especially it's a part whereby you want to find total surface area, is a tough part. So always draw out the net. Okay, net. P6 learn how to draw the net. So let's draw out the net. So it's like open up this thing. So I will draw it here. I'll put here. So it's the base is a square, so it's still fine. It's a base, 15, 15, 15, 15. When I open up, I will have 4 triangles. And these 4 triangles is identical because they are all with the same base, 15 and 15. Okay? Always do this. It's easier for you to do the total surface area, understand? No, I'm not a school teacher. I am a tuition teacher. I teach maths in Singapore, tuition, okay? See here, put in the alphabet, D, C, A, B, C, D, right? Put A, B, C, D. And then how about this point? This point, do you agree that it actually all join to become E, ma? So all these are E, 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 and E. Okay? Next. Let's see first. They ask you to find AE. Show that AE is blah, blah, blah. So how am I going to find AE? Okay? Let's see. So, look over here. Do you agree that if I put a mark in the center here, I label this as Y, then I put dot down. This is a right angle triangle. And because AB is 15, so that means AY, okay, maybe I draw it here. I like to always draw out the right angle triangle separately. AYE. So this is 7.5 because I take 15 divided by 2. Okay, your task is to find out AE. So now, do you have other information? Okay, you need to have YE. So how are you going to find YE is, okay, look at this. We have this diagram. You need this. See how I draw. Okay, I'm going to show you the next diagram here. See here? Because they tell us that the vertical height of the pyramid is 20 cm. So see what I do? I draw from E all the way to the center. I label the center, this called Y. And this is 20 cm. Okay? So EY will be using this right angle triangle. This. You need this to find your EY. See, so see, this one we know is 20. 15 divided by 2 here is 7.5. So okay, this one you should be using the other one. I draw here. E, W, and Y, 7.5 and 20. So to prove for AE, you need to find your YE first. So to find your YE, Pythagoras theorem, YE equals to 20 square plus 7.5 square, square root. Okay, and what will you get? You will get 21.36. 21.36. Okay, so over here I have 21.36. Now I can find my AE. Okay, look at the diagram here. When I open up, you can easily see AE is this side. So now with this, I can find my AE. So AE will be equals to 7.5 square plus 21.36 square, square root, and you will get, okay, I must take a look at the answer. 21, let's see, 22.638. And that will give me, round off to 3SF, 22.6. And that's what they ask you to prove. 3SF, cm, shown. Okay? Yeah, learn what you can. This is pyramid. Always come out pyramid. Okay. Next, we are done with part A. Calculate angle BAE. You see, just now we actually have this. Actually, you see, BAE is this angle over here. So do you agree this angle is the same as this angle over here? Right? Do you see that? So it's a right angle triangle, right? And with this, see, with this, I actually have my O and my A. I can use tangent. Agree? So actually, I can use tangent. So let's do it. I use blue color pen. So for angle BAE, you will take tangent theta equals to 21.36 over 7.5. And then theta will be equals to tangent inverse 8. Wait, sorry. Right, 2. Tangent inverse 21.36 over 7.5. Then you will get 70.652. Therefore, angle BAE is equals to round off 70.7 degrees. Okay, take note now, TYS answer is 70.6. So why is it that TYS is 70.6? Because they use this value. You see, if I use this side, 22.638. Let's say OA. See this triangle, if I use this and this, it will be adjacent and hypotenuse, which is cosine. So if I write cosine theta equals to 7.5 over 22.638, and actually TYS, right, they use 22.6 as a denominator, which this is not right, because you cannot use rounded off answer. Agree? Okay? You always use the long version. So theta cosine inverse this thing, you get cosine inverse 7.5 over 22.638. I get also 70.65, round or 77. So why TYS gives 70.6 is because they use this value. For me is I use the long version. Do you see that I use the long version? Every time I use the long version. Okay, so we are done with this angle. Okay. Okay, now the next one is to find the total surface area. Total surface area is the one that students always don't know what to do. Okay, take note. That's why I want you all to draw out the net. Okay, draw out the net. When you have the net, it's easier to see. Because total surface area means you need the 4 triangle as well as the base. So next is, please be careful. This question, the base is a square. So all of my 4 triangles is the same. So I only need to find area of one triangle, then just times 4. But if your base is a rectangle, please take note that you have 2 sets of triangle. So you will have to find 2 sets of base and height, 2 triangle, 2 times 1 triangle, 2 times another triangle, and add them together. For now, is all 4 is the same. So now let's ask you. It's easier already, because remember just now we actually have the height, YE. Remember I already found my YE? My YE is here. So actually I already have the height of the triangle. So I can simply just take, okay, I will just take area of, so my TSA, total surface area, equals to 4 of the half times 15 times 21.36. Okay, that is the 4 triangle. Then don't forget to plus your base, which is the 15 times 15 for this case. And everything press the calculator, you get 865.8, round to 3SF, 866 cm square. 3SF. Yes, because rectangle is not all sides the same. Okay? Take note. If the base is a rectangle, do you see that I draw this additional triangle here? If the base is a rectangle, using this right angle triangle, you can find this height too. By using, again, Pythagoras theorem inside to find this height too. And this height too will be this height. But for this case, of course, I don't have to do that because all these four is the same. This is pyramid. Yes, you learn in Sec 2 Express. If it's normal acad, you learn in Sec 3 normal acad. Okay, this is volume total surface area of pyramid. Okay, so total surface area, we are done. Okay, next one. Maybe a lot of people don't understand how to do this bottom question. Okay, so how do you do the bottom question? Is using similar triangle. Okay, let me drink water first. At the same time, help me to send more likes to me. Those who haven't followed me, remember to follow me so that you will not miss my tomorrow and Thursday live session. I will be teaching 5 more questions. Okay? And go and check out my video. The one that I mentioned that I have 12, 13, and 14. That video, inside the comment there, you can comment the topic that you want me to go through. Then I can show you. I mean, I can decide the 5 questions and 5 questions for tomorrow and Thursday. Okay. We'll be doing E-Math for this week because next week is E-Math O-Level. Okay. I will do A-Math maybe next week or next week. We see how. Because A-Math exam is on the 25th and 27th for O-Level. What is going on here? I'm teaching her math 5 questions and we are at the 5th question. Oh, double tap your screen. Sometimes I also wonder how to send the light. Because you see, you can click on the GIF, you can click on the light. I cannot find the light button. Double click. Can you all double click the the screen to give me light? I mean, share the video. Share. Got the arrow, right? Arrow, share to your friend. Okay? And then also remember to follow me. Because when you follow me, when I have live, then they will send you reminder that I'm doing live. Wow, PSLE. Okay lah. Next year, Sec 1. Now finish PSLE, please rest. I know PSLE is not easy. You have achieved whatever you have achieved. Okay, now we're going to do the last part of this one. Okay, so how to do this question? Every time you see this kind of a pyramid thing, when they cut it off, this is called a frustum, right? Frustum. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you need to draw out the triangle. See, I'm going to write out here. Right here. Hoi. Draw the triangle. So it looks like that. Okay, the top triangle is cut off. This part is the remaining. It's just that mine is 2D flat. This one is 3D. But the 2D is good enough. Yeah, go and enjoy life. P6. You finish your P6 already. You should give yourself a break. Okay, give yourself a break. You deserve it. Okay, but don't give yourself a break under too much. November, December, please go and the December December start to maybe prepare for your Sec 1. Now you deserve to go and rest, please. Okay, see here. So see, they tell us that the balance remaining is 4 cm. So they tell me this is 4 cm. Remember just now our height of a pyramid. This whole thing is 20. So it means from here to here, this is 20 cm. So 20 minus 4, so from here to here, this is 16. Okay, so with this, okay, I can say this is my height 1, and this is my height 2. Small over big, small over big. So I will write h1 over h2 equals to 16 over 20. Frustum is the shape, this one. Okay, frustum is like a shape whereby they don't have a proper name because you cut off the top cone. Okay, this one is a pyramid, but sometimes they come out with a cone, right? Sometimes we come out with a cone, cone. You know, they cut it out. They cut out the top. This is also called a frustrum, right? Okay, so see, height 1 over height 2 is 16 over 20, which I reduced to the lowest term is 4/5. Now, they ask you what is the area of the top. So I'm going to write the area A1 over A2. Kids, take note. This is similar solid. Similar solid, when it's the area, is using the length ratio or the height ratio, square it. So I will take 4/5 and square it. It means that the area 1 over area 2 is of 16 out of 25. Okay? Then with this, what do you do? Okay? Because they tell us that the base, the bottom base, it's this one, which the area is 15 times 15. So you will do A2 is simply 15 times 15, which is 225. So see, just now I have this equals to this, right? So now I have my A2, so replace this A2 with 2 over 5. So put A1 over 225 equals to 16 over 25. Cross multiply, 25 A1 equals to 16 times 225. A1 equals to 16 times 225 divided by 25. And you will get 144 cm squared. Done. A1 is this one, because they asked to find the area of the top, PQRS, this one. You visualize this pyramid. See, this pyramid. This is the original pyramid. Here. This is the original pyramid. They cut out the top, they cut out the top. You only left with this one. So they want to find out what is the area here. So in other words, it's like maybe in between here. Okay, my drawing sucks. Here. Okay, they're trying to find this area over here. Okay, they're trying to find this area here. So we use similar triangle. Okay, we find the height 1 over height 2. We know that, oh, okay, the length ratio is 4 over 5. Okay, 8A answer is 3.25. What 8A? My 8A is not this one. 8A is proving AE. Why not 3.25? I'm very confused. Okay, so after that, see, I forgot what I'm talking already. So area 1 is the smaller one. A1 over A2 is using the length ratio, square it, 16 out of 25. And because we know the bottom area, which is our 15 times 15, so my A2, which is the big one, usually I will let the A1 be the small one, A2 be the big one. So don't let ourselves get confused. Okay, so A2 I put as 6225. See here? And then I form an equation, cross multiply, 25 times A1 equals to 16 times 225. A1 equals to 16 times 225 divided by 25, and I get this answer. And we're done. I've done all the 5 questions today. Okay?